Hi, I'm Gina Gershon, and I'm so excited to be in the Criterion Collection closet, although I'm having a massive anxiety attack because there's so much to choose from. I'm just going to start. Okay. Oh, well, okay. The last thing I watched on Criterion, because Donald Sutherland, he passed, and he is such an amazing actor, but this movie, Don't Look Now, it's such a great film because, you know, it seems like it turns into a horror film, but really is a film about grief and about love. I mean, and Julie Christie could not be hotter. Donald Sutherland's amazing. This is how you do a love scene. It's so moving, and you really feel like the way he intercuts it with them just kind of getting ready. You feel like they've been married for a long time. They love each other. It's so beautifully done. I'm really psyched to have this. Okay, what else should we go to? Oh, haha. I'm not going to choose this, but Bound. This is the new 4K version, and it's on Criterion. The Wachowskis, I knew they were great filmmakers the second I met them, even though this was their first film. But I'm not choosing this because I'm going to get this later. I don't want to, use up one of my things. Oh, wait. Hold the phone. Wait a second. Brazil is a must. God bless Terry Gilliam. Terry's imagination is so vast. And of course, this is like one of the many examples of, it's a science fiction, dystopic, satire set in the future. You know what? Like, this is happening. You have to watch this because just the plastic surgery scene alone, Katherine Hellman is so fantastic, and it's just so outrageous. This will be always one of my all-time favorite movies. Here's a movie that is not as well known. I read about her. I fell in love with her story. This is years ago, and I thought, I can play her. I want to play her. What an interesting woman. Lola Montez. This, to me, is a cautionary tale of what not to have happen. I don't want to end up in a cage. I don't want to give it away. But I'm not going to lie. I got really depressed after watching it. But I love it. I saw this, and I freaked out because I love Godzilla. I do. I'm just going to say it. I love Godzilla. Look at this. Now, these have all the originals, right? This is one of the greatest scores of all time, I think. It's one of my favorite scores, dun 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 dun. When I have to get going in the morning, I listen to the theme of Godzilla, and I love this. Thank you so much. This is a great graphic. Whoever did this, you're a genius. This movie freaked me out when I saw it. I watched this movie at a midnight screening on the way when I was in NYU trying to look for an apartment. And I thought, I'll meet this weird guy at midnight, who turned out to be a weird guy. Whole other story. And I had just come from seeing The Seventh Seal. The guy's coming from war, and there's the bubonic plague. I mean, everything feels so grim, and what's life about? And it's kind of weirdly life-affirming. And of course, all of a sudden he meets the artists, the circus people, and they're so full of life. I don't know. I think it's a real statement of how artists, they're in the moment, they're enjoying life, they bring beauty into the world. Anyway, this is, if you haven't seen this, it's a must.
Do you want to do that random thing I told you about? Of like, for my last film, I'll close my eyes and...
Let's do the random thing. Yeah. It's like picking a tarot card or something. Okay, all right. Eyes are closed. Wow. I don't know it. The Friends of Eddie Coyle, a Peter Yates film. I have no idea what this... But it is starring Robert Mitchum, which is one of my favorite guys, who I use as an influence, going back to Bound. He was one of the guys I watched quite a bit. Peter Boyle is in it, who was in my first real movie I did, Red Heat. It's 1970s. I love a 70s Hollywood sort of film. Great. Here's my surprise.